Donald Trump just got caught red-handed with a criminal attempt to attack American democracy. Through some new documents released by the Department of Justice, this is the biggest single piece of evidence we have that Donald Trump was launching a criminal attack against the will of the American people.
According to the notes, at one point they talk about the president had raised a number of complaints about election irregularities that he said were in some states. And Donahue says, according to his own notes, the Justice Department will look at that. But he says, quote, the Department of Justice can't and won't snap its fingers and change the outcome of the election. It doesn't work that way. And according to the notes, the president said, I don't expect you to do that. Just say that the election was corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. And according to the notes of the conversation, they repeatedly tell the president that they have looked into these complaints and these claims and have found no evidence to support them. And at one point, according to the notes, the president says, you must not be following the internet as I do. Now, Andrea, in normal times, notes like this of a conversation between top Justice Department officials and the president, the department would vigorously resist congressional efforts to see them. But President Biden has said he won't assert executive privilege over any of these notes.
And so what that says there is very clear. Donald Trump went to some of his officials in late December, early January, and said to them, I want you to say that the electoral process wasn't on the up and up, that there was something wrong with it. I know you can't actually change the result, but what I need you to do is sow fear and doubt and uncertainty in the result, which will allow me and the Republican congressman to go and use that as a justification to not certify. That's what Donald Trump is saying there. If the DOJ, which is supposed to be nonpartisan, says that there was something wrong in November, then Trump can use that as the foot in the door, and so can the Republican congressmen and Republican senators to try and somehow, some way, use that as an attempt to not certify the results and to justify his claim against Joe Biden and against the will of the people. This is a criminal act here. It's morally criminal and it's legally criminal. People like George Conway on Twitter have noted, he's an attorney, a lot of conservative attorneys and progressive attorneys have said that this is a criminal act that could put Trump in jail for years and years and years, because fundamentally, this is Trump. This is a public official, the president, openly demanding that other public officials take a brazenly partisan and anti-democratic bent to their job, trying to get DOJ officials, DOJ, operatives to come out and say the election wasn't fair when they damn well knew it was. And when they say to Trump, look, sir, we can look into it all we want, but we're not going to find anything because there's nothing wrong here. Trump says, well, you're not looking at the internet enough. Isn't that wild, folks? So not only is Trump exposed here as a criminal, you can almost see the absolute insanity and lunacy of Donald Trump just following any wild internet rumor over thousands of experts within and beyond the United States, saying very clearly that he lost the election fair and square. You got a lot of votes, but you didn't get enough, and you lost, and you should stop being a baby and go away. But this is a big moment because, as noted in that clip as well, these documents are rarely released. The fact that Biden and the DOJ are releasing these documents show that maybe they're going to hold Donald Trump to account, because now we're getting more and more evidence about Trump's evil given out to the public. These documents alone could send Trump to prison for years, but at the very least, they expose him more than ever before as the chief enemy of American democracy.